Hi, I'm Chanda. I'm a director of CS Designs. We are architects and planners for past 25 years. We are doing large volume architectural and interior environments. We use glass in both architectural and interior environments in a large volume. And glass per se, I think, gives you a very transparent and expansive look in all our environment. And both in architecture and interior, glass definitely give you a kind of a linear expansion on volume, as well as the kind of light what it can borrow, and then it can make it a little more transparent and expansive in the environment. You can definitely control the light which is necessary for the environment, so that you can cut down on electrical bill on lighting. At the same time, I think you can cut down on the air conditioning cost. This is actually a win-win situation for reducing the radiation as well as increasing the efficiency of the interior environment. Basically, I think the main cost is your air conditioning. Lighting is probably, I think I would put it as a 10% on the whole process. And the air conditioning runs throughout the day. And that once the surface heats up, possibly I think you are constantly cooling that, which is kind of a redundant and excess energy which is wasted. We should be able to conserve that and then possibly reduce that radiation and at the source, which is definitely, I think, the maximum that you can do to the environment, and then possibly save so much of energy which is very expensive today. And I would say, I think we can possibly recover the glass cost in 3 to 5 years max. That is the kind of a ballpark that I think we should be looking at. There are different kinds of glass I think you can choose between environment. I think if you're each direction of the building, whatever the building faces, it takes a different radiation and solar factor. So you can possibly to increase the visibility on certain directions, you can make it little less transparent, or we can make it a little more transparent according to the scenario. And also that prevents taking on radiation from different angle. So climatology definitely helps us understanding what is the kind of radiation what is coming from each direction, and the level of coating and the soft or hard coating, plus the kind of efficiency of each glass can be determined by understanding the U value, and then you can use that and possibly you can get the best efficiency of individual area. And nowadays I think we are talking about close to around 0.75 to 1 watt per square foot is the lighting load which is acceptable by the green building norms. So it definitely helps when you have a lot more openable windows and openable surface, where actually bringing in natural light without any kind of additional power consumption. And also this helps us getting the environment little fresh, because I think you are always looking outside, and I think you are borrowing a lot of outside to in, and in fact I think it is completely opening out to the nature. That definitely gives them a fresh perspective to the environment, where people are working around 8 hours and 10 hours. I think the mental fatigue which can be reduced by opening out the complete environment. In green buildings specifically, I think we have done few of them gold certified, where I think the performance glass has really worked out wonders, because the amount of heat reduction as well as the power reduction on air conditioning costs and so on is enormous. And then I think that is adding to additional points on your evaluation, lead evaluation. And the double glazing with cavity in between also gives you good amount of audio privacy between the exterior environment to the interior, as well as between two environments.